I know that feeling of when the P's are so low. I don't want to link no one.
Yeah.
I said, right, I don't even get horny. And like, when I see man them who are like, right, doing the homosexual life and they're going from woman's house to woman's house to woman's house when the money's not coming in, I'm like, I literally rate them. Because you're able to do what I can't do. You get what I'm saying?
So it's a graft, isn't it?
It's a graft.
It's a hustle. It's
a proper hustle. Like
each to their own, isn't it? That's what you got to say.
I actually rate it because you're still able to function properly. Whereas me, I just go to a state of, I need to figure out what to do next. You get what I'm saying? So like, I probably feel it for him. So when that guy said that, right, not even I wanted to be braggadocious and say, right, do you know I made like 2 bags in like 24 hours? Because I invested in myself. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? From working the business, but I'm like, you know what, have that. You win.
out of curiosity, so the guy you mentioned is a teacher. Do you know how long he's been in the profession for?
I think he's been teaching. So basically, imagine this: he went to uni. Yeah. Studied something else. Okay. Went back. Didn't finish. Then went back to go and study. He did like a PGCE or something like that. Yeah. And then obviously became a teacher. So I think he's been teaching 4 years now.
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years now.
Okay. Because like, the reason why I said this is because like I don't feel like it takes as long to solve problems as people kind of take. So yeah. So for example, like if I notice money's running low, I'm like, okay, what can I do to fix it? It might take a month to get all the pieces in line, get a job, apply for stuff. But beyond that, I kind of look at it as like, how many times has the problem kind of come up and you've kind of either dismissed it or not given it urgency? Do you know what I mean?
I tell you what it is. I was talking to some other guys, and you're right. I was talking to some other guys yesterday about the same thing, and we always kind of say to someone, just go and retrain. We make it sound easy. Someone said to me yesterday, if everything fell off with you tomorrow, what would you go and do? I said,
You did it during COVID.
Yeah, but that's not. And I don't say this in a demeaning way. Some people don't see that as a profession. So me going to do van driving the delivery was a means to an end. Don't get me wrong. I got mates who do the same thing I was doing. And they earn good money.
Kill it.
They earn good money. So the money for the contract that they're working for is good. Not every delivery driver is earning that. Yeah. So I could go and do that and make a decent living. But when someone asked me, Gabriel, if everything fell off for you today, what would you go and do?
See, I think.
Do you see my point? But same way with you now. If I said to you now, let's just say the camera game. Let me not put it on you. Let's say someone was called.
No, you can because I'm essentially.
No, I'm not putting bad things on.
No problem. No, go for it. Yeah.
Let's someone called Wezina. So some brother called Wezina, some bald guy called Wezina. Yeah. So imagine someone stole all these cameras. Yeah. Okay, and everything went. Stole software, laptop, everything gone. Yeah. And he's like, oh, F this, man. I'm not doing this again. What like? Because this is your passion. This is what you do. You've got this thing. Yeah. Imagine it all went. You probably could figure out something, maybe because you're in the creative kind of scene, you might just focus on your YouTube or focus on TikTok, focus on social media management. You might go on that for 100. The problem is that a lot of people don't actually have something else. They're not as creative.
That's
they
the
don't
problem.
Know what else to do.
Is because I think, for example, let's take you for example, or anyone, some of your skill set, for example. I believe you can put that person into any sort of niche. Let's say I said that person can only do van driving. Yeah. Gabrielina can only do van driving. Now, the thing that separates all the van drivers is not the van. Anyone can drive a car, drive a van, but you said it's the contract. So first you learn how to drive the van and do whatever. Then you're like, okay, cool. Like I've got a couple packages here. Let me establish some more routes.
Do you think? Okay, and I say this in a nice way. Do you think everyone's intelligent?
No, but that's
this is the problem. Do you think everyone's creative?
Not at all.
Do you think everyone's got the fire in their belly?
Not at all. But that doesn't stop people
everyone's
from.
Got
it. The fire in the belly is the thing though. So I don't believe you have to be intelligent to make money because I've seen a lot of idiots that have money, and it's literally a case of. They've worked hard, they've stuck to one specific thing for a certain amount of time, and they've seen something or they've met someone that's kind of brought them in. So
down on it.
Yeah, so you can make money just from being in the right place at the right time and James just being a nice person. But you have to have that motivation to just be out there.
What I need to say though, and make a point, and it sounds very bad, is not everyone has it.
Of course.
Not everyone's going to make it.
Yep.
A lot of people will fall on the wayside. So sometimes you're sort of preaching to the wrong person where they don't have it in them. Like you can't make some. I know it sounds bad, but first of all, you need to know what your desire is, what you want to do.
Yes.
And sometimes when I ask people, what do you want to do? They can't even answer that.
But that's the problem. That's why like, there's a lot of...
Some people don't know what...
They have to find themselves, but the problem with the way the world is that you're so burdened by like bills and responsibilities and things, you don't have the luxury and the leisure to go out and find out what you actually like.
Exactly. And that's
a massive issue.
Bills, remember, this guy that's only getting £200 after everything. Remember, he hasn't bought a pant. He hasn't bought boxer. He hasn't bought baby wipes, a blue movie, and oil. He hasn't bought anything. Like going to his house with you, you just see the ceiling.
That's crazy. Bare wasted energy, bro, just on man's ceiling.
But you see, like how you said,
what? It's reality.
I get it.
Well, you see how Gabriel said, he does 60 hours. The other day, I was in Tesco now. There's a woman. She works Tesco like evenings, so like I always go there late, like mad late, to try and avoid bumping into people. So I'm doing my usual 11 o'clock in the night shopping. And I've gone to her and I said, "Rah, you work hard?" And she goes, "Yeah, I do, I said, "What time you start today?" She explained she done from 8 to 12. And I said, "Okay, so it sounds like that's the second job." She goes, "Yeah." She averages about 102 hours a week.
Hustler.
I said, how? I said, why?
Do you know how many hours that is?
That's a lot of hours, bro.
That's almost 15 hours. Wait, calculate this.
Bro, I asked her why. She goes, her husband, she has to look after her husband. Her husband used to work.
Yeah.
And,
15 hours a day.
That's a good woman, man.
Her husband used to work and he got, disabled.
Yeah.
So she's like, everything is on her now. You get me? Because before it was him and her paying the mortgage and everything, but she's like, she can't afford to lose
a house and stuff.
Yeah, she can't afford to.
Those are the people I feel bad for.
Bro, because I could see she was tired, and I was like, bro. In my head, I was like, bro, if I was where I needed to be right now,
you'd help them.
I'd just say, bro, stop, can't work for me.
That's why you go out late though, because if you speak to people and they tell you their problems, it weighs you down. You think about it for the whole day. I get that.
But that's now you get why I go late, so that I don't really bump into a lot of people, because I know how my mind works. Is like, bro, straight away. I feel that empathy, so I was like, 102 hours. I said,
15 hours a day.
I said, wow, am I even tough enough to do that? I thought I'm a grinder. No, I haven't done that. Me.
You got to do what you got to do, and I keep saying that we're in a situation now where it's peak.
Yeah.
And I think people need to understand and wake up that it is peak.
Yeah.
And people are going to have to figure it out somehow. And the only remedy which the government are not going to do is the cost of living is too much. Forget even buying pant or buying avocado, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's the cost of living in a house.
Avocado, you know how expensive avocado is?
Yeah, the cost of living in a house is expensive. And when you get a pay increase, let's say you get a pay increase next month of 6%, you're going to be happy. The problem is this, let's say call it 8%.
Sure,
If inflation has gone up by 9%, you've not got a pay increase.
I've lost.
People don't understand what's going on here.
This is the thing though, like
it's a mess.
Averages ruin everything. So if you judge things by the averages, like for example, people say, like I've seen a lot online, the average wage in London is 35k. I don't think it is. Because the minimum wage is like 24 grand, maybe 23.
And you remember the average gets skewed by the rich.
The people making 250k
But what I say is this, I always say to people is this. Yeah. Let's even say we forget the ons and the sister. Let's say we forget all of those things, because stats can be skewed. Because if we've got 3 people here right now, let's say you're on 200k. Let's say Chiz is on 190 and I'm on 30. They're going to average.
The average in this room.
The average is maybe 190 when I'm not saying 190. But I will say this: look in your communities. Look at the people around you. I know this can be skewed too, because let's say all your friends are bankers, then you're going to be like, well, all my friends are earning money. But let's just take the 10, 20 people around you from different walks of life. Yeah. And you may not know what they earn, but you can kind of, I know you can't visually see it, but we can tend to get a gauge of someone's lifestyle, even though they could be faking it.
Yeah.
They're probably on that.